Welcome back. It's still Landslide Podcast on, of course, News Insight. Like I said earlier, we try to bring all the news to you. And, of course, we have people who, some of them have took their time to dwell with Nigerian politics. And that's why when it comes to the matter, they know how to astray it. PK, my senior Pablo, is here. Good to have you here.
Okay, all right. Yeah, colleague Pablo.
My senior Pablo. You taught me how to look beyond my attire.
I've not got into this your own attire.
No,
now.
This one is my natural one.
Okay.
The other ones are from you. And of course, we still have Philip with us here. In a development that is heartwarming, spreading all across media at last, distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan was allowed into her office. It was a fanfare. You see a lot of people dancing with her, and she was even dancing. I tried to learn one of the songs, the music they played in Igbira language, and of course, but there was one of where Obi was involved. Obi would just sit on his own and stray bullet with eating. Before you know, they started, Obi was not the one suspended, but they were dancing to Obi, and it was heartwarming to see how excited the people were. But as usual, I knew it was not going to slide that way. Then came suddenly accusation or twist that Natasha Akpoti came to the National Assembly with talks. Remember, when she came the first time where she was supposed to resume, they said she brought talks. Now again, they said that she came with talk. Now, the National Integrity Watch have criticized Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan for bringing a crowd of supporters to the National Assembly and branding them as dog. Is it something brewing in the offing?
National Integrity Group. Where were they when all the happenings of corruption in our country?
They were keeping their integrity.
Okay, yeah, we have actually said, you see, let's sleeping dog lies. Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has come back to the assembly. She will contribute her quota, represent her people. Don't forget that we don't just represent our people. We also make sure we bring our quota to the table. Do you understand? Because there are other national issues that are not primary to her senatorial district alone. Do you understand? So with the wealth of experience she has and with her patriotic spirit, there are so many other things that she can do. Let these people that are talking about talks. Now, you ask, if they say talks, did they harass anybody? Did they destroy anything? Do you understand? So before you can call them talk, there's something that you ascribe that they have done, and all that. Of course, with the happiness.
Maybe they are healthy talks.
Well, talks are talks.
Yeah, but they might be healthy, very healthy.
Talks have one definition. They are talks. They are talks. Did they steal from people? Did they vandalize offices? Do you understand? Those are the things you should be looking at. They were happy that Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is back, and they escorted her with fanfare and happiness. I don't know why the police were throwing tear gas. There are so many people, bandits in Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina.
They have antibody to tear gas, so no matter what you do, it won't affect them. So maybe that's why.
Let them throw it first.
Okay. Now, Philip, do you expect more of this from either the Senate or members of the National Assembly or some, should I say, affiliate body to the ruling party, or to, especially, let's coin it, from the Senate President?
Thank you very much. You see, this is what we call testing the water and see what will come out of it. Who are the National Integrity Group? That's the question we ask ourselves. The name portrayed that they are CSO that's supposed to be standing for the justice of the oppressed. The action of the National Assembly meted on Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is seen by all as an act of oppression and injustice, which the National Integrity Group ought to have spoke against. But what we have, they became an instrument in the hand of the oppressors to oppress the oppressed. So they have said that the peaceful supporter that escorted Natasha to the office on her resumption, rejoicing with her, all they could do is to tag them as thug. Like the question he rightly put, what are the indices that they see that made them to tag them as thug?
Okay,
what happened?
Okay, so let me just quote a point from their statement. In National Integrity Watch statement, Samuel claimed that the men allegedly brought from Borno and Delta State were sent to smash property and harass National Assembly staff. So?
Yes, so this is the point. They smashed National Assembly property and harassed Assembly staff, right? So where is that proof? They had to show to the world that this peaceful supporter that escorted Natasha to the National Assembly actually smashed a door or a window, and the picture had to be shown to us, and so that we can know that, these people were not really peaceful, but they were committing the act of thuggery. You see, the thing is this: we are in a country where we call white black and we call black white. Somebody has been oppressed and the person has just been recalled, and his constituent that he or his central district that has been represented has been out of tone in a moment of rejoicing that now their voice will be heard, their interests will be represented. And like he said, Natasha will now be able to contribute her quota. Don't forget, the rot in the Jakarta State Mail, it was brought out by Natasha, and that's what brought out on line. When he carried out a research and presented the paper to the National Assembly, when she had not been elected to the House. She had believed in speaking on behalf of her people. And the people felt if she can do this with her as an individual person, it is proper for her to go and represent them. So they elected her, even though when they tried to suppress her election, the Court of Appeal gave the seat back to her.
Okay.
So where is this National Integrity Watch? Who are they? Who is their leader?
Okay, so
where are they stationed?
Where
is their head office?
It's a question we need to answer. The National Integrity Group, known as CSO, and do they really have integrity? One question. Then the second question I want to throw to you is this: was the crown really necessary?
Well, the crowd, let me start from the second one. The crowd is necessary because people say, let me quote from the Bible, say, rejoice with those that are rejoicing. Well, the crowd are from our constituency. How can these people prove that they are from Delta and Maiduguri?
So
what has Akpoti-Uduaghan got to do with Maiduguri? Or is it because Maiduguri is associated with terrorism? I don't know if you understand. How did they know? Did they take their DNA? Did they take their details? How did they know where these people? Or did they write? Or maybe on Philip's face there is a Delta State on his face, or my face there is a Do, or your face there is a. Do you understand? How do they know? That's number one. So I don't see anything wrong in following Natasha to the National Assembly. Don't forget, the National Assembly belongs to all of us. The same way when you go to the Capitol Hill, you can go in, have an appointment, and meet with your senator. The same way here, you can have an appointment and meet with your senator as a group, as an individual. That's number one. It was very necessary because the case has become a national celebrated case. That's one. Secondly, these people that are saying they are National Integrity Group, who are they? Where do they reside? Where is their address? What advocacy have they done before? What have they contributed to the Nigerian political space? All the things that have been happening in Nigeria, are they for the people, or if they are a non-governmental that speak against ills of these people? Did they lend their voice to Natasha's undoings in the House? So if I told me, I don't think we should take them serious.
So we shouldn't take them serious. But what are the lessons learned from this whole brouhaha? The whole, just to borrow from Patrick Obama, what do we learn from the whole higgy haga?
Yeah, when you were asking a question, you did say that should we expect more? And I did say that this is water testing. What it portends to us is danger. It technically has kickstart what might play out from the Senate president and the Senate at large in the long run. That if on the resumption she brought in Tog and they have alleged that the Tog harassed staff of National Assembly and they smashed doors. So Natasha should be careful, and that's why the question you asked whether the crowd was necessary. In as much as the crowd was necessary, but she had to tread with caution so that it doesn't fall into the hands of these people again, because they are trying to set a trap for her. That's what I can sum from all the statement of the so-called National Integrity Watch Group.
Okay.
They are being used to set the pace for another victimization of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan.
PK, is it yet huru for Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan? Do you think she would have it smooth upon arrival?
I don't see anything casting shadow on her, because I don't think the National Assembly will want to go through this process
they went through.
This is the first time you see that they scheduled for resumption and it was postponed again. Even within the postponement, there is conflict between the clerk of the House and the personal assistant to the Senate President, who now issues the order. It looks like a house in disarray. So I think the House should focus on what we send them to do. Then I also think that there should be a close monitoring from the presidency. The president, if he's seeking for re-election, he doesn't need all this distraction. He should focus on governance. That's what we want. Then if you allow me to lend a voice to what you spoke about, I think Nigerians do have something to contribute. Not just talking about the government of the day. The government of the day is made up of people, and Nigerians too are made up of people. They should learn to also obey the law and order. There is a lot of disrespect for law and order. And I call on the law enforcement agency, no matter how small it is, that's why they are there. People will always behave anyhow, but people should be brought to book and brought to justice on the right perspective, not on the wrong perspective. You see people not just beating traffic, driving against traffic. I mean, those are penalties that you go to jail. Straight, you go to jail, and your license is seized forever. We overlook this thing, and you see road safety pursuing somebody that is making phone call. I'm not saying making phone call is right, but a grievous fault from someone driving against traffic on an express like Airport Road, they will see it and turn their eyes away. On Kubwa, do you understand? And all that. These drivers are never punished. Beyond that, I mean, a lot of things, a lot of people should make sure that they do their own first before we even start calling the government. The government is doing it. We commend them, but the people too should make sure they are on the right.
Thank you very much. Philip, you have started 10 seconds to add something because of our time. 10 seconds, please.
I don't have any other things, okay?
Okay, so Natasha should go and enjoy her stay, right?
Exactly.
You wish her well?
I wish her very well.
As a question I asked my members of the table, and I'm also asking you, if you were to be a personal advisor to Senator Natasha Akpoti, what would be your advice? Looking through all the happenings within more than 6 months, even the SO administrator did not experience some of this kind of treatment. But if you were to advise Natasha, what will you advise her? And of course, if you were to advise the National Assembly, what will be your advice to them, knowing fully well, like PK said, they went through a lot just because of a single person? So what would be your advice? Let's have it on our comment session. Let's hear from you on News Insight. Still on Landslide Podcast. Thank you.